Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Nottingham Forest open talks with Manchester United over goalkeeper Dean Henderson. Nottingham Forest have agreed a deal with Manchester United to sign Dean Henderson on loan with an option to buy for around 20 million. Dean Henderson is on his way out of the club. Revert back to earlier on this year, he was linked with a move to Newcastle. Dean Henderson is Manchester United's second choice goalkeeper. Doesn't get in goal much last season. Henderson made just 3 appearances. Dean Henderson's got a contract with Man United until 2025. Dean Henderson has got experience behind him because before he had a few loan spells with Sheffield United, before had a loan spell with Grimsby, Stockport and Shrewsbury. Now I want to give you some more news on Frenkie de Jong. So Frenkie de Jong has come out and said he's flattered by Man United's transfer interest, but he said he's happy at the biggest club, Barcelona. He said yesterday that Frenkie de Jong made a U-turn on Man United transfer. He said Frenkie de Jong is convinced his future lies away from Barcelona and is keen on a move to Manchester United. Barcelona have lowered their asking price for Frenkie de Jong to 70 million. Man United have already had a £60 million bid rejected for Frenkie de Jong. Man United hope to sign Frenkie de Jong ahead of the pre-season tour to Asia and Australia. Frenkie de Jong, could be Erik Ten Hag's first signing at Manchester United. Ten Hag wants a reunion with the player. Frenkie de Jong has been at Barcelona since 2019. He's been at Barcelona for around 3 years. He's under contract with Barcelona until 2026. Barcelona got him from Ajax. They paid around £65 million. Frenkie de Jong is a versatile midfielder. Erik Ten Hag also wants to bring Antony in. Not so long ago, Manchester United made an offer for Antony. Recently, Man United have been in for Vitinha from Porto. It said Man United most interested in triggering Vitinha's 34 million release clause. Vitinha could be heading back to the Premier League with Manchester United. Don't forget last season he endured a loan spell with Wolves. But in general, there's a lot of players that Erik Ten Hag wants to recommend to the club. His transfer budget has already been revealed. He's set to get rid of a lot of players as well. Around 10 or 11 players are set to leave Manchester United this summer. As you all know, Paul Pogba is leaving Manchester United on a free transfer when his contract expires at the end of this month. Matic, he's already left Manchester United. Matic joined Roma. So Matic is reuniting with Jose Mourinho. Not so long ago, Man United confirmed that Jesse Lingard will be leaving the club. Lingard was part of the club for a long time. He came up par academy. At one point, he endured a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. Most of the time, Lingard was classified as a squad player because he didn't get in the team much. Juan Mata, he's left Manchester United on a free transfer. Juan Mata did enjoy around 8 years at Manchester United, so reflecting on that, he was a long-serving player. Cavani's already left Man United. Cavani did lose his place in the Man United team when Ronaldo re-signed in the summer of last year. Man United did get Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Eric Bailly and Axel Tuanzebe are set to leave the club this summer. And Lee Grant, not so long ago, retired. And like I said, Henderson's on his way out of the club. Tom Heaton, I think, is on his way out of the club. Tom Heaton is Man United's third choice goalkeeper. Man United got him on a free from Aston Villa in the summer of last year. Alex Telles is on his way out of the club. He's been poor for the last few months. Telles appeared to be our first choice left back under Rangnick. That's only because Shaw wasn't available. And Wan-Bissaka, he's on his way out of the club. We need to get rid of Harry Maguire because he's not good enough. It recently said that Harry Maguire is set for talks with Erik ten Hag over the Man United captaincy. Throughout the course of last season, the vast majority of Manchester United fans demanded for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire because Maguire is not a leader. Phil Jones, he's also on his way out of the club. Man United looking to get rid of Anthony Martial permanently, to raise funds. Last season, Martial was out on loan with Sevilla. And next year, I presume more players who believe in Man United. We've got players' contracts that expires next year. You've got De Gea's contract that expires next year, but De Gea won't be leaving because De Gea was sensational last season. Not so long ago, De Gea won the Players' Player of the Year award for the 21-22 season. Well, De Gea's won everything domestically at the football club. De Gea is the leading contender to replace Harry Maguire as Man United captain. David De Gea has endured 11 seasons at the club, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. De Gea earns £375,000 a week. We got Luke Shaw's contract that expires next year. If Luke Shaw doesn't pick up form and he doesn't stop getting injuries, I think he could leave. Yeah, Luke Shaw was poor last season, but there again had injuries. Shaw's endured around 8 years at the club, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. Diego Dalot's contract expires next year. I think he'll be leaving next year. I don't think he'll leave this year. Diego Dalot was our first choice right back when we had Rangnick. He had his good games, to be fair. At one point, Diego Dalot endured a loan spell with AC Milan, and reflecting on that, he gained some experience. Man United got Dalot from Porto back in 2019 for around 19 million. We brought him in under the Jose Mourinho era. Marcus Rashford's contract expires next year, and I think he could leave next year if he doesn't pick up form and he doesn't stop getting injuries. Rashford won't leave this year because Rashford's already said he wants to stay at Manchester United. He missed the final game against Crystal Palace at the end of last season due to illness. Rashford is a good player overall, but he's not been the same player since he had that operation on his shoulder. He missed the first 2 months of last season with that shoulder problem. You know, Rashford has been part of the club for a long time. He came up our academy in that he's been a United player since the age of 7 and he broke into our senior squad back in 2016. You've got Cristiano Ronaldo's contract that also expires next year. There is an option to extend Ronaldo's contract for a further year. Ronaldo is the highest earner at Man United at the moment. He earns 480 grand a week. Ronaldo will stay at Man United this year because he's already said he wants to stay. He'll want to play under Ten Hag, and Ten Hag's already mentioned that he wants Ronaldo to stay. Not so long ago, Ronaldo won the Goal of the Season award, and he also got named as a Matt Busby Player of the Year. Ronaldo missed Man United's final game against Crystal Palace at the end of last season due to a hip injury. Since Ronaldo re-signed, he's got 18 goals in the Premier League. He has 24 goals in all competitions. Man United re-signed Ronaldo in the summer of last year from Juventus. So there you go. And next year as well, I think Lindelof could be leaving. I also think Fred could be leaving. So yeah. Erik Ten Hag is Manchester United's manager. Revert back to earlier on this year, it got officially announced that Erik Ten Hag got appointed in as the new manager of Man United. You know, Ten Hag replaced Ralf Rangnick. When Ten Hag officially got appointed in, he signed a 3-year contract with an option to extend for a further year. Erik Ten Hag is Manchester United's 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Ten Hag did attend Manchester United's final game against Crystal Palace at the end of last season. Let me put into the equation that none of this squad is Ten Hag's. You know, he's inheriting players who other managers have brought in. Same regarding Rangnick, you know, when he was manager of Man United, he was inheriting players other managers have brought in. None of this squad was his. Erik Ten Hag knows he's got a massive task ahead of him, and if he doesn't exceed expectations, it's likely he will get sacked. You know, this is the first time Ten Hag is managing in the Premier League. You've got to admire the work he did at Ajax, though. You know, at Ajax, he developed the young players well. He won Dutch Cups, he won Eredivisie titles. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. Don't forget, Mitchell van der Gag and Steve McLaren are working alongside Ten Hag at Man United. Revert back to earlier on this year, Ralf Rangnick left Manchester United. So reflecting on that, it said Ralf Rangnick will not take up the consultancy role at Manchester United. Earlier on this year, Ralf Rangnick got appointed in as the new head coach of Austria. Ralf Rangnick signed a 2-year deal. Ralf Rangnick was Manchester United's interim manager for around 5 months. Unfortunately, didn't get backed in the January transfer window this year. None of the managers have really been backed at we've had since Ferguson retired. Like I've said to you time and time again, we've got to get the Glazers out of the football club because they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. For a while now, there's been a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers, and the protesting, I think, will persist until the Glazers are out of the club. You know, the Glazers have owned Man United for a long time. They've owned the club for around 17 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Earlier on this year, there was rumours of Man United building a new stadium. Do you think we should build a new stadium? Well, Man United have played in the same stadium for 112 years. Last season, Manchester United enjoyed their worst ever Premier League season in terms of points. Man United finished on just 58 points. Last season, Man United finished 6th. Yeah, Man United did lose the final game against Crystal Palace at the end of last season, but despite that, Man United are in the Europa League for the upcoming season. As things stand, Manchester United have not won a trophy for around 5 years, nowhere near good enough to our standards. Man United have only won, 4 trophies in the last 10 years. The last time Man United won the Premier League was back in 2013, that's almost 10 years ago now. You know, the managers that have been sacked by Man United since Ferguson, you know, we sacked David Moyes, then after that had Louis van Gaal, then we sacked him, we won the FA Cup under Van Gaal, then after Van Gaal had Mourinho, Man United sacked Jose Mourinho after like 2.5 years. He did win 3 trophies in his first season, Mourinho, so you can say he did enjoy one good season at Man United. And after Mourinho had Solskjaer was Man United manager for almost 3 years. Man United sacked him in November last year. And then obviously after that we had Rangnick for around 5 months, and obviously Rangnick left. You know, Man United have been in transition now for around, 10 years or so. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, like, support on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.